What's up, guys? Frugal BC, Algorand, huge pump over the weekend. We got a lot of great news, and it's going to cover that little pump that we had over the weekend, as well as we got a big special coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And Python development went live today as I'm recording this. Really happy to see that. That's going to be big news for the Algorand ecosystem. We're talking about a major Indian tech partnership. India is like huge into tech, so this is a big deal that Algorand is making a foothold there. Some not so positive news about the FIFA Plus partnership. Might be going with Polygon, another chain. We'll look at that. And I tried out Gora Network, and I'm going to talk about Gora Network a little bit, kind of our project spotlight for today. So we will get to all that. Great to see that Algorand pump over the weekend, and I can't wait to talk about that. Before we do, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, and if you'd hit the like button too for the algorithms, I really appreciate that. As you know, my whole goal is just to give you the straight story about Algorand, about other crypto projects we try out, give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and let you decide. But I want you to have the full picture when you try one of these things out. Big shout out to our sponsors, non-fungible domains. If you want that .algo address to replace that LVRN2265F, you know, all those numbers, I'm just too lazy to even read them all off. You can get that from non-fungible domains. They do a great job. It's a one-time fee, and then you have the .algo address that you can use in just about every address spot in place of those long letters and numbers. And we're brought to you by Fractal Monsters. If you guys want to play this game, you can play it for free. It is built on the Algorand blockchain. If you want to earn from it, you can also buy a little monster for yourself and earn. It's kind of like Pokemon and Tamagotchi mixed together. And they're always adding new stuff to this game. That's what I like about it. They're actually building, they're providing value for the players, and I like to see that. That's why I partner with them. As you know, I'm like really careful. I get sponsorship stuff like every day, and a lot of it's like how much to advertise, and they don't even talk about their project. Like, it's crazy. Not a lot from the Algorand ecosystem. I just get like a lot of random stuff like that. And that's part of the game. It's part of being in crypto, I guess. But I'm very, very careful about who I partner with, because I want people that I think are in it for the long haul and that are doing the right thing and where there's the least amount of risk possible. And so these two definitely foot the bill, and I may be adding one or two next year, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, let's get to this Algorand news. I just want to look at this pump. Yeah, so as you can see, we got over 22 cents. But that was very quick. But we were pretty solid around that plus 20 cents. Now we've fallen back. We've kind of consolidated around 19 cents. And, you know, let's not forget, not that long ago that we were at 16 cents. So this is a huge pump. It took everyone by surprise. Everyone got really excited about it. Of course, I had to have one person in my Twitter mentions like saying all this nonsense about Algorand again. And, you know, it's just not even worth repeating. It's all the same nonsense we keep hearing. Oh, it's a dead chain. Oh, 600,000 transactions a day is a dead chain, huh? Yeah, let me know about that. Like, I don't think you understand the enormity of that. That's huge. Or, you know, it was the leader in active wallets. It means people are actually using Algorand. They're not just buying it and holding on to it. They're actually using it to do stuff in the ecosystem. I think that's only going to grow. But one of the other things happening is Python, as you know, is going to be a major part of Algorand's development. They announced, Algorand Foundation announced a while ago that it was switching to like pure Python, which means everything's going to be developed on Python, which is one of the most popular languages for coding anywhere. And frankly, I like it because it's pretty easy to use compared to other languages. Like, the syntax is pretty simple, and I've been able to do some coding in Python. And like, I am not the smartest computer person, so if I can do it, I think a lot of people can do it. And I think this is a huge development. It actually went live today for developers. It's a developer preview, but let's take a look at what Michael said to say. This is from Michael Jordan. He's one of the top guys in Algorand, just kind of spreading the word about Algorand. And so this is the initial release. Now every Web 2 developer is instantly a Web 3 developer on Algorand, the blockchain with instant finality. Yeah, this is great. This is something I think is really, really useful. This is the GitHub page. I guess we can take a look and see if anything there is worth paying attention to. Oh yeah, this is just a bunch of stuff I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. There has to be basically an about section. Python to Teal compiler. PuyaPi is currently in alpha. Developer preview, not recommended for production usage yet. Yeah, basically, PuyaPi is what they're calling it, and it's an optimizing Teal compiler that allows you to write code to execute on the Algorand virtual machine with Python syntax. So in other words, you can just use Python. You don't have to use PyTeal, I think. And they just kind of talk about you have to have 3.2 or 3.12 Python at least. And you can just install it with a pip install. Well, that's pretty easy. I just kind of what happens if so I won't get into the technical side too much. I think this is a really positive move for Algorand. Now, I saw some criticism about this that this, it's not just the language, of course, it's the the network effect has a huge impact, just pure numbers. That's why so many people develop on ETH, because there's so many people using ETH. I can understand that, and I think that's legit, but I think anything you do to make it easier to develop on Web3 is great. And if you don't have to learn a new language, you can already use a language you're familiar with. I think it just makes it that much easier. And I'll tell you from a developer's perspective, I spoke to a number of developers earlier on in my YouTube channel, and because I wanted to know what it was like to develop, and a lot of them came from Ethereum because Ethereum was such a pain, and there's a lot of stuff you just couldn't do because of the high gas fees. It just makes them infeasible. And I think about all the stuff I did on TinyMan today. There's no way I could have done it on Ethereum. It would have been too expensive. I would have paid more in gas fees than I actually got doing what I was doing. Anyway, I think this is a great thing for Algorand. I think it's one of the most positive developments of the year. That plus AlgoKit and AlgoKit 2.0 I think is on the way soon. So all this is really great to see. And I know who else is going to be really excited to talk about that is John Woods, the Algorand CTO. He is coming on the channel Friday at 10 a.m. CST, which I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and probably 8 a.m. Pacific time. So y'all might be sleeping over there. I don't know. And then around the world, I know that's a good time for our European folks as well. So be sure to check that out. It'll be a fun show. Might have a surprise guest. I don't want to announce this person because they're a maybe at this point, so keep an eye out for that. I'm just excited to have him on. I don't do a lot of interviews, mostly because I simply just don't have the time. So this is kind of unusual for the show, but I have a lot of fun stuff to talk to him about, so we'll have a good show. That's coming up soon. I also want to talk about this major India tech partnership. Now, I don't know if you guys know a lot about India, but they love technology over there. It's huge. And this is going to be having Algorand make a footprint in India, I think has always been a very smart strategic move. So I'm really happy to see this. And let's look at this latest partnership here. This was shared by Bilal, who is behind the Fame app. And I've met him at the Cypher. Super nice guy. I like what he's doing over there. The partnership between Nascom and Algorand is significant. This is the National Association of Software and Services Companies. It's a major trade or association of India information technology and business processing outsourcing industry. So here's a few points with this partnership with the Algorand Foundation. Industry validation. It represents a significant validation for Algorand's technology in the enterprise and IT sectors. Nascom's endorsement can be seen as a recognition of the potential and reliability of Algorand's blockchain platform. Also, a technological advancement for Nascom, partnering with a blockchain platform like Algorand signals a move toward embracing advanced technologies. Absolutely. Opportunities for innovation, skill development, all part of this argument. Market expansion for Algorand, of course. This is a significant step towards expanding its market presence in India, which is one of the largest IT hubs in the world. And someone else on a podcast explained why India is so tech focused, and it's because getting a smartphone for a lot of people in India was like a step from poverty to having access to the world, and that was a big deal. It's really good to see. I'm huge on. I think India is going to be more significant than China, personally. Potential for widespread blockchain adoption. Such partnerships can accelerate the adoption of blockchain technology in mainstream IT solutions and business processes. Overall, the Nascom Algorand partnership is a notable development in the tech world, potentially paving the way for further integration of blockchain technology in mainstream business solutions and IT services. Very well put, Bilal. Like I said, he's one of the good guys in Algorand. I like what he's doing over there at Fame, and I really do have to spend some time digging into his app. I get a lot of requests these days for stuff like that, but it's pretty cool. I just think this is a great development for Algorand. Now, one that is not so great is the latest FIFA partnership announced. Looks like they're going to Polygon. Let's take a look. This is from FIFA Plus Collect. We are excited to announce a new era. FIFA.com announces collaboration with Modex Tech develops scalable products and services that transform the way data and digital assets are stored, shared, and managed using blockchain technology to power FIFA Plus Collect. Let's see, so launching a dual digital collectible for FIFA, first collection of a new collaboration with tech firm Modex. For the first drop, 100 digital collectibles will be made available on FIFA Collect Plus on December 15th. And will feature, that's Friday, will feature the rarest collectibles that offer the chance to secure FIFA World Cup 26 final tickets. 900 other digital collectibles were issued on the Polygon network and made available on the OpenSea platform. So that's where it is, right? After this big partnership with Algorand, which they didn't promote at all, which is crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. Now they're going to Polygon, and that's really disturbing. Here was my thoughts on the FIFA collection thing in the first place. Was I was really excited about it because I thought, well, surely if they're selling a product, they'll try to sell that product to their own customers. Fortunately, that's not what happened. Instead, it was only really promoted within the Algorand community, so people who were already on Algorand bought it. I don't really understand that. I don't know why you wouldn't talk about your own product. If you're making money on that product, why would you not promote it? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's what happened, and it occurred to me that it was basically a play to make money from Algorand people who are already on Algorand, but not to bring new people in who would be customers of both FIFA and Algorand. From a business standpoint, I don't really understand it. It seemed like more like a cash grab. So maybe they're going to do that for Polygon now instead. You know, it seems like, I think a lot of people just didn't really appreciate the way this was handled. Well, let's just see what people had to say. This person said, when you spend $50 gas fees to open a $5 pack and it contains duplicate common cards, Christmas spoiling potential right there. Well, if it was on Ethereum, yes, but it's on Polygon, which is much cheaper. And of course, the Algorand ones were even cheaper. That was just funny. Yeah, I want to see more replies. Why would you cut off the replies? Other people had to say, physical items on ETH. Damn it, what a disappointment. Will this collaboration help when you barely marketed this product while it was on Algorand? Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. They keep saying ETH, but I read Polygon, but I didn't read it super closely, so maybe I missed something, but I saw the collection will be launched on Polygon, but are you serious? On Algorand, this is difficult to understand. Yeah, exactly. Can I add any funds to my account? I tried all my cards. Oops. That means from one chain to another is a sign of a failed business model and a sign of another money grab attempt. Well, that's basically what I was saying. You know, they weren't trying to promote it to the general public or to their general audience. They were just trying to make money from Algorand people, knowing we'd all be excited, and then we'd go buy a bunch ourselves. And I bought a few of them. But it's not like they were super expensive. They were like $5 a pack. You know, maybe people were buying them afterwards. On the aftermarket, I'm not sure. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't love it. It's kind of the same thing with LimeWire. Like, I was super ticked about LimeWire when they made this big deal about how they were partnering with Algorand, and then the first NFTs were on ETH. That drove me nuts. So, do I have anything else? I thought I had something else. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I tried out Gora Network a little bit. I want to talk just a little bit about it. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. I'm going to go to the DApp here, and it just occurred to me I'm not actually logged in. I have 37 Gora staked. Here, I'll just, all right, now I'm logged in. So this is kind of the main dashboard page of the DApp, and this is how much total is staked and the rate of return. And they've got 93 nodes. That's pretty good. This is just the one-day snapshot. To see my stuff, I have to go to the version 2 of validators, and then it just takes a little while. You can see I got 37 staked. If I ever earned 0.09, so not really coming up as having earned any rewards. That's about $10 worth, the 37. I just put a little in just to try it out. I just wanted to see why. Now, if you're wondering what this is exactly, by the way, well, basically it's an on-chain oracle that gives you data feeds that you can, they call it Goracle. But these data feeds that you can add to like a website and stuff like that, like DeFi feeds, sports feeds, weather feeds, NFT feeds, data, credit scores. I mean, they got a bunch of stuff on here, so that's kind of cool. And then it's all powered by the staking that goes on the network. So I think that's really cool. I'd really love to put together like a website with some of these feeds on it at some point. And I don't 100% know how to do that, but it looks pretty cool. I just wanted to test it out. Now, the other thing is that, like I said, it's earning about 17%, and you can actually earn more than that on the staking pools on Tinyman. They have a Gora algo that you can farm, so that might be an option too if you wanted to hold some Gora. But I like projects like this. Now, does it need a coin? I don't know. I've had people tell me that they don't think any of these projects really need to have their own coins. It's a little above my pay grade right now, but I will say that I do like the idea of these feeds. I think that's a great thing. Okay. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to watch Friday, the live stream with John Woods and perhaps a mystery guest that a lot of you guys will probably know pretty well. I don't know if he's going to be able to join us at some point, but I hope so. And but otherwise, we'll chop it up with John Woods. We'll have a lot of fun. And remember, stay safe out there. I'm Frugal BC, and I'll see you in the future.